move to the next part of our lesson, that is equations and formulae. Next part of this lesson is solving simple equations. In my previous video clip, I have explained what is an equation as well as how to construct an equation. Now we are going to simplify an equation. Solving simple equations. Here this is a small definition for this heading. Solving a simple equation is finding the value of the unknown term. Finding the value, very important. Finding the value of the unknown term which satisfy the equation. This value which we find is known as the solution of the equation. Okay, let's discuss about this, right? Here this is a simple equation, right? So solving this equation means finding a value for this x which satisfies this relationship, right? This relationship. What is this relationship? Here, this is the left hand side of the equation. Other one, right hand side. So this is the relationship. This left hand side equal right hand side. That means this x plus 7 should be equal to 10. So you have to find value which satisfies this relationship. Okay, again we will move to our previous note. This value is known as the solution of the equation, which means when we find the value for x, that is known as the solution of this equation. Right. Now, they are actually in this grade you are going to solve the equation using two methods. First method is algebraic method. Next, second method is flowchart method. In your textbook, it is mentioned as other method to solve simple equation. Okay. We'll see how to solve this simple equation, that is a plus a equal 20. Okay. We will solve this equation. It's very easy. A plus 8 equal 20. Here, this is the left hand side of the equation. This is the right hand side of the equation. So, when we solve this equation, first thing you have to isolate this unknown term in left hand side of the equation and remove all the other things from the left hand side or move them to the right hand side. So how do we do that? What you have to do, here you have to find what are the mathematical operations included in this equation. Right? when you find it, what you have to do? You have to do the opposite mathematical operation to remove that part. Here, when you consider a plus 8, here in between these two terms, this algebraic term a and constant value a, there's a mathematical operation, that is addition. So, if you want to remove this constant value from this side, what you have to do? You have to do the opposite mathematical operation. A plus 8 minus 8, subtraction. But this is an equation. That means left hand side equal right hand side. If you deduct minus 8 from this side, this relationship become invalid. These two sides are not equal if you deduct minus 8 from one side. Therefore, when you do something to one side of a equation, you have to do the same thing to other side. So, I subtract 8 from right hand side. Now, again, both sides equal. Why? I did same thing to both sides. So, this relationship is not broken, right? Again, both sides equal. Here, plus 8 minus 8 set off. Then, we achieve what we want. Here, a is isolated here. 20 minus 8, 12. Therefore, the solution which satisfies this equation is 12. Okay. Now, how do you find, suppose if you made any mistake when you solve this equation, you can check it whether you have done it correctly or not. So how do we do that? First of all, you have to take right hand side, that is equal to 20. Here right hand side. This side left hand side. A plus 8. Now you can substitute 12 on behalf of A. 12 plus 8, you get 20. See, right hand side equal left hand side. That means our solution is correct. Okay, we'll move to the next problem. Right. 9x equal 18. 9x equal 18. 9x equal 80. Second problem. So I want to get a solution for x. For that, I should remove all other things with x. Right? Here, with x, there's a 9. Then you have to find what is the relationship between 9 and x. What's the relationship? What is the mathematical operation in between 9 and x? That is multiplication. That is multiplication. So what you have to do to remove it? You should use the opposite mathematical operation of multiplication. What is it? That is division. So I divide this side, left hand side by 9. If I do something to one side of the equation, I should do the same thing to other side of the equation. I divide other side also by 9. Now these two 9 set off x. 18 divided by 9, 2. Answer is 2. Right. Okay, we'll move to the next question. Question number 3. Seven y minus 2. 7y minus 2 equal 12. Here there are more than one term with unknown term y. So step by step we should remove each and every term in left hand side other than the term y. So first we can remove this minus 2 value from this side. That is located too far to y than 7. Right? Therefore first you have to remove minus 2. 7y. So what is the relationship between these two terms? A subtraction. Minus 2. 2 have been deducted from 7y. Then what you have to do? You have to add plus 2 to both sides. Now these two values set off 7y equal 14. Right. Now we remove one term in left hand side. There's another term with 1. So our aim is remove 7. So what's the relationship between 7 and y? That is multiplication. 7 into y, 7y. So you have to do the opposite mathematical operation. You should divide both sides by 7. Now these two set off y equal to Okay, I hope you understood this. Yeah, I did 3 examples, right? And you got different mathematical operations. So I think now you can solve any simple equations with these basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Thank you. Okay students, we will move to the second method, solving simple equation using flowcharts. Right? Earlier part of this lesson, under the solving simple equation, we solve equations using algebraic method. Now we are going to solve these problems using flowcharts. Here I have done one example. We will go through it. Here 3x minus 7 equals 14. I want to get a solution for x by using flowcharts, right? In this method, all the unknown terms and algebraic expressions should be put on this arrow mark. And constant value with mathematical operation should be included inside these cages, right? Here we will build this equation using flowchart. Here actually how do we describe this algebraic expression? 3 times of x. From 3 times of x, subtract 7 from 3 times of x. So first of all, if you are given that kind of sentence, subtract 7 from 3 types of x, you should start to build the equation from 3 times of x. So x here, you multiply it by 3, then you get 3 into x, 3x. From this 3x, you should subtract minus 7. So again, you should take another cage and put minus 7 inside that cage. So 3x minus 7, 3x minus 7. From 3x, you have to subtract minus 7. Right. So this is the equation. This is how you build the equation. Now you have to take the inverse of the above set of activities. Right. Here you took some steps. Here in second part, you have to take the inverse of the above steps. So you should start from here, 3x minus 7. So you have to move to this part, 3x. For that, here you have put minus 7, so opposite is plus 7. Minus 7 here, plus 7. Then 3x minus 7 plus 7. 3x minus 7 plus 7. These two set of answer 3x. So here answer 3x. Above one, how do we obtain 3x? You have to multiply 3 by x. Here you have to convert 3x into x. So what you have to do? You have to do the opposite mathematical operation. So you divide 3x by 3. Then you get x. Here 3x divided by 3. Here answer x. Right. Now the last term. Here, according to the equation, 3x minus 7 equals 14. Right? Then, instead of this 3x minus 7, you can put 14 here by both sides are equal. So, I can put 14 here. 14 plus 7, 21. 21 divided by 7, 3. But here, on behalf of x, this value, on behalf of x, here, that position is taken by 3. Here, that means this x equals 3. So, solution of this equation is x equals 3. Right. We will do another problem. We will solve. Okay. We will solve this problem. Okay. Next problem. 4x plus 5 equals 25. We will solve this problem. X plus 5 equals 25. Now, what we should first we can build the equation. Build this side of the equation, left hand side of the equation, right? So I start from this x. I put arrow mark and put x here. From x, how do we obtain 4x? You have to multiply by 4. Then answer is 4x. Then next part, there's a 5. 5 have been added to 4x. So you should include it here. You should add 5. Okay. Now what's the answer? 4x plus 5. Okay. Now we can take the inverse of this. Right. 4x plus 5. Here you have add 4x to 5 in order to obtain 4x plus 5. Now I want to obtain 4x. For that, what you have to do? You have to do the opposite mathematical operation. Here plus 5, add 5. Here subtract 5. 4x plus 5 subtract 5. 4x plus 5 subtract 5. Answer is 4x. 4x plus 5 subtract 5. Here 4x plus 5 subtract 5. These two set off 4x. You get 4x as the answer, right? Then I want to reach to x. In order to do that, I should divide this 4x by 4. Here multiplication. In inverse flowchart, you should put division. Now, instead of this 4x plus 5, you can put 25 according to this equation. 4x plus 5 equals 25. So I put 25 here. Here minus 5. 25 minus 5. Answer is 20. 20 divided by 4. Sorry, here 4x divided by 4. Answer is x. So 20 divided by 4. Answer is 5. So these two positions should be equal. Therefore, solution is x equals 5. Right. So what are the steps when you solve using these flow charts? First of all, you should create this equation. Create this left hand side of this equation. Then take the reverse of the previous flow chart. Last one, on behalf of the value of the left hand side of the equation, you should put the value of the right hand side to inverse flowchart, not this flowchart. Then do necessary mathematical operation and obtain a value for x. I think you understood this. If you have any doubt, you can contact me through LMS.